Today, we're diving into a topic that's top of mind for many practice leaders: workforce optimization. Specifically, how can strategies like offshoring, artificial intelligence, and robotic process automation help you future-proof your workforce while driving down costs and increasing efficiency? Did you know that workforce costs account for nearly 60% of total expenses in most medical practices? What if there was a way to cut those costs while improving efficiency? Here's the reality. In most medical practices, workforce costs account for the majority of expenses. Salaries, benefits, overtime, it adds up fast. But what if there were ways to significantly reduce those costs while still delivering excellent care and support to your patients? That's exactly what we're going to explore today. Welcome to Medical Money Matters, the podcast where you can find experts, answers, and resources so that you can achieve mastery over the financial and business aspects of your practice. Hello, everyone. I'm your host, Jill Arena. I began my career in accounting and finance, and I have more than 30 years of experience running medical groups. I own and operate a national healthcare consulting and revenue cycle company, and I am the author of Physician Heal Thy Financial Self. In 2020, I co-founded the Physician Leadership Project, and my passion is to increase financial and business literacy for physicians. Episode 110, Future-Proofing Your Workforce, the Offshoring and Automation Playbook. Welcome to the Medical Money Matters podcast, where we explore how medical practices can adapt to the ever-changing healthcare landscape. Today, we're diving into a topic that's top of mind for many practice leaders: workforce optimization. Specifically, how can strategies like offshoring, artificial intelligence, and robotic process automation help you future-proof your workforce while driving down costs and increasing efficiency? Did you know that workforce costs account for nearly 60% of total expenses in most medical practices? What if there was a way to cut those costs while improving efficiency? Here's the reality. In most medical practices, workforce costs account for the majority of expenses. Salaries, benefits, overtime, it adds up fast. But what if there were ways to significantly reduce those costs while still delivering excellent care and support to your patients? That's exactly what we're going to explore today. We'll start by discussing the benefits of using offshore employees and the inherent cost savings they bring. Then we'll look at how AI and robotic process automation, or RPA, can streamline your operations, eliminate repetitive tasks, and make your practice even more efficient. Along the way, we'll review the pros and cons of each strategy and share real-world case studies of medical groups that have successfully implemented them. Let's begin with offshoring. For decades, companies across industries have used offshore employees to reduce costs and tap into a global talent pool. In healthcare, this strategy has gained significant traction in areas like billing, scheduling, and administrative support. Why? Because the cost savings can be substantial. For example, wages for skilled labor in countries like the Philippines, India, or Mexico are significantly lower than those in the United States. That doesn't mean you're sacrificing quality. These countries have robust education systems and a workforce that's well-versed in the skills required for roles like medical billing, coding, and customer service. They simply have a lower cost of living in their geography, therefore market salaries that are competitive there are lower than what we pay in the U.S. Beyond cost savings, offshoring allows you to extend your operational hours. With employees working in different time zones, your practice can operate 24/7, ensuring tasks like claim submissions or patient scheduling are handled promptly. This round-the-clock capability can improve cash flow and enhance the patient experience. So, what types of tasks are best suited for offshoring? Administrative roles like billing, coding, and patient scheduling are prime candidates. Data entry, transcription, and IT support can also be outsourced effectively. These are tasks that don't require a physical presence in your office, but are critical to your practice's operations. However, offshoring isn't without its challenges. One potential hurdle is the language and cultural barrier. While many offshore employees are fluent in English, there can still be nuances in communication that require training and adaptation. Another consideration is compliance. When you're handling sensitive patient information, ensuring HIPAA compliance is non-negotiable. This means working with offshore partners who understand and adhere to strict privacy standards. Let me share a case study to illustrate the potential of offshoring. A mid-sized medical group decided to offshore some of its medical records function to the Philippines. Initially, there was hesitation among leadership about quality and compliance. But with the right training and oversight, the offshore team quickly became a seamless extension of the practice. Within 6 months, the group reduced its medical records costs by 40%, improved turnaround time, and maintained full compliance with HIPAA regulations. The cost savings were reinvested into patient care, and the practice gained a competitive edge. Now, let's shift gears and talk about artificial intelligence. AI has been a buzzword for years, but it's far from just a trend. In medical practices, AI is transforming how we approach both clinical and administrative tasks. On the clinical side, AI-powered tools can assist with patient triage, symptom checking, and even diagnostics. Imagine an AI system that analyzes patient data to predict complications or recommend personalized treatment plans. While these applications are exciting, today we're focusing on AI's administrative capabilities. AI can automate many time-consuming tasks that bog down your staff. For instance, appointment scheduling systems powered by AI can handle patient calls, confirm appointments, and send reminders without human intervention. These systems are often more efficient and less prone to errors than traditional methods. AI can also streamline insurance verification, speeding up a process that typically requires hours of manual effort. By automating these tasks, your staff can focus on higher value activities that directly impact patient care and satisfaction. One of the most powerful applications of AI is in predictive analytics. By analyzing patient data, AI can identify at-risk patients and flag potential issues before they escalate. This proactive approach not only improves patient outcomes, but also helps practices meet quality metrics tied to value-based reimbursement programs. As with offshoring, AI comes with its own set of challenges. Implementing AI systems requires a significant upfront investment in software and training. There's also the risk of resistance from staff who may worry about job displacement or feel intimidated by new technology. And while AI is incredibly powerful, it's not infallible. Practices must ensure that algorithms are accurate and that human oversight remains part of the process. Here's a case study to bring this to life. A primary care group implemented an AI-powered scheduling tool to reduce the burden on its front desk staff. The system was integrated with their existing EHR and could confirm appointments, reschedule missed visits, and send automated reminders. Within 3 months, the practice saw a 20% reduction in no-show rates, increased patient satisfaction, and fewer scheduling errors. Staff members reported feeling less stressed and more able to focus on patient-facing tasks. You're listening to Medical Money Matters, a weekly podcast brought to you by Healthy Practices, a healthcare consulting and revenue cycle company dedicated to keeping our clients independent. Please reach out if we can do anything at all to support your practice. You can find more information online at healtheps.com. That's www.healtheps.com. Please follow or subscribe to get all future episodes downloaded as soon as they're released. Finally, let's explore robotic process automation, or RPA. While AI focuses on decision-making and data analysis, RPA is all about executing repetitive tasks with speed and precision. RPA uses software bots to mimic human actions like clicking, typing, and extracting data across different systems. In medical practices, RPA is particularly effective for processes like claim submissions, prior auths, and insurance eligibility checks. The benefits of RPA are clear. It's incredibly fast, reducing the time it takes to complete tasks that would typically require hours of manual effort. It's also highly accurate, minimizing the risk of errors in processes like billing or coding. And because bots can work 24/7, RPA provides scalability that human staff simply can't match. Of course, RPA isn't perfect. While it excels at handling repetitive tasks, it struggles with processes that require judgment or adaptability. Implementing RPA also requires an upfront investment in technology and training, and practices may need to hire technical expertise to manage the system effectively. Let me share a case study of RPA in action. An orthopedic group used RPA to handle prior authorizations, a process that was previously a major bottleneck. With bots automating the collection and submission of the documentation, the group reduced approval times from 5 days to just 1 day. Staff members who had been tied up in manual processes were able to focus on patient care, and the practice improved its cash flow by speeding up claims submissions. So, how do these three strategies, offshoring, AI, and RPA, compare? Each has its own set of pros and cons. Offshoring offers substantial cost savings and access to a global talent pool, but requires careful oversight to address compliance and cultural and language barriers. AI streamlines decision-making and supports patient engagement, but involves significant upfront costs and a steep learning curve, as it hallucinates from time to time. RPA excels at repetitive tasks and increases efficiency, but lacks flexibility and requires technical management. Choosing the right strategy depends on your practice's size, budget, and specific needs. In many cases, the best approach is a combination of these tools. For example, a practice might offshore medical records, use AI for patient scheduling, and implement RPA for claims processing. To wrap up, workforce optimization is no longer optional. The healthcare industry is becoming more competitive, and practices that fail to adapt risk falling behind. Offshoring, AI, and RPA each offer unique opportunities to reduce costs and increase efficiency, helping you future-proof your workforce while delivering better care to your patients. Thank you for joining me today on the Medical Money Matters podcast. If you found this discussion helpful, please share it with your colleagues and follow or subscribe for more insights into making your practice financially strong and operationally efficient. Remember, the future of your workforce isn't about working harder, it's about working smarter. Until next time, stay focused and fiscally fit. Please join me for our next episode where we'll be discussing compensation clarity, designing physician pay models that work. Thanks for tuning in to today's episode of the Medical Money Matters podcast. Before you go, let me ask you, are you ready to take your medical group's coding to the next level? Because that's where Code Mastery comes in. Code Mastery isn't just another coding program. It's the ultimate physician-to-physician training solution to maximize your revenue and empower your physicians with the skills they need to code confidently and win the coding game. From comprehensive high-octane training to actionable insights, Code Mastery gives you the edge you've been looking for. Don't leave money on the table. Visit healtheps.com/codemastery to learn more and take control of your coding today. Let's transform your practice's financial future starting now. See you next time on the Medical Money Matters podcast.